Hmm. Good evening, Mr. Ayola. Miss Delicious, good evening. Welcome to my live show. Good evening and thank you for joining. Babs the Baba, thanks for joining. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining my live show. Good evening and thank you for joining my live show. You are joining Relationship Talk Show with Mudukbe, where we talk about relationship in different aspects of life, as a couple, as a parent, at your place of work. We talk about communication, we talk about friendship, we talk about the challenges we go through in relationship. Yesterday we were looking at children, raising teenagers, and people were sharing their experience, how they survived raising their children, and it was quite interesting. And for today, I believe everyone can see the topic tagged on the screen. Today we're looking at the uniqueness of individuality, and which explains a lot about who we choose as a partner, who we decide to go with in relationship. And when I talk about relationship, I'm talking about the male and female relationship. And the topic is, there's no wrong man and there is no wrong woman. You just haven't met the right person yet. And I don't know how many of you would agree with me. I remain Ekene Mudukbe Adenichi, your host for this talk show tonight. So I don't know if anyone agrees with me. Lola, thank you for joining. Goma Franca, thanks for joining. User 3218, thanks for joining as well. I'm just gonna wait for 1 or 2 more minutes and then we just start. There's no wrong man or wrong woman, but it's just about you haven't met the right person. I don't know if anybody wants to come up and share something on this. You could say, oh, I married the wrong man, I married the wrong woman, but are they really wrong, or they are wrong for you? Mina, thanks for joining, my number 1 fan. God bless you. So who is the right man? Who is the right woman? A lot of times we get married to people, and not to people, to our partners, husband, wife, or before we even get to marriage, let's talk about dating, and we begin to have strife, we begin to have conflicts, begin to have issues, and we assume that they are wrong. He's a bad man, she's a bad woman, but sometimes they are not bad. That's my belief and from experience, that no one is bad. There's no bad woman and there is no bad man. They may be bad for you. Good evening, my brother. Praise, thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. My own Jimo, thanks for joining. God bless you, my brother. Who is the wrong man? Who is the wrong woman? I'm going to share a story with us. I think I have a couple examples like that, but I'll share one. There's a lady where I used to work before. She's very loud. She will shout on top of anybody. She can be aggressive. She doesn't take correction. Her personality is always coming across very strongly, and a lot of people see her as a bad girl, as a bad person. But I come to later find out that she's actually happily married, and I see the husband come around. I see the rapport between them, and I'm amazed that so as crazy as this lady is, she could find somebody who will celebrate her, who would love her this much. I've also seen a lot of people, not one, not two, so I'll use people. Thanks for Johnny A Money, who will be in relationship, and the way I will see them talking to their partner, and yet the partner wouldn't bother. It's like they're used to it, and it doesn't mean anything to them. It doesn't move them. And that tells me about the uniqueness of each individual. I'm seeing her as being rude. To her husband, she is not rude. And yet we have people who are very cultured, very mannered, very disciplined. They are educated. They are even pretty. Yet they are single. And then you want to do this comparison. What happened? How come this person who is, of course, on a scale of preference, this lady A is better than lady B? How come lady A is married, lady A is not married, and lady B is married? You wonder, what is that? Is it what's hiding? What's the secret? We all know this lady is saucy. We all know she is rude. Some of them could even be a bad cook. I'm using a lady because I'm a woman, so that's more convenient for me right now. She's a good cook, but she's not married. It could be multiple of reasons, but this is the fact. She's not married. So what's happening? While the other lady, who is, let me not say terrible, but her funny character and all that, she could be very rude, very saucy, like would you anybody. She can't be bothered with anyone. She's just there doing her own thing, and the husband adores her. And I wonder, how did she get married in the first place? Thank you for joining, Sophia. Michael, thanks for joining. How did she get married in the first place? How much more? She's been married 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and a jazz. And then you wonder all those things. Does anybody wants to contribute to this, my confusion this evening, before we go any further? What is the difference? What's that change? What's that uniqueness about different individuals? Secret of Life, thanks for joining. Thank you, Mina. Mina, can you talk where you are?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you understand the question?
Yes, I do. I do. However, I'm not too sure if I'm in full agreement with you. But I like the point that maybe you pinpointed that you find that you from a distance you see someone as being rude or irrespectful, but you find that she is able to respect her man, because I think that alone play a vital role in keeping this marriage standing. Because we as Africans, especially men, we like to be respected, and I don't think there's any sane man can enjoy a company or even in marriage with a woman who cannot respect him. Yeah, so I think as you can say, as you're saying, you may find one not interesting for you, or you see that it's not your type, but there's somebody who's looking for that type of a person. So I think I'll agree with you on that. But see, me, on my personal experience, I've met a number of women whom I say that yo, this is the last person I can ever wish that I can get married to. People who talk too much, others who lack the respect, others who lack morals. Some I look at the way they dress. It's a number of reasons. That's me. I find like not convenient enough for me to get married to. But as you mentioned, that some other people are too cultural. Some others they like to I don't want to use the word rigid, but that they like sticking to how they were told by their parents, maybe, which can link to the discussion that we had yesterday, that you wanted to bring up your children the way that we were brought up. So we like to hold on to those teachings that we received from our parents, and also expect that people that we are meeting would meet maybe the specification of a woman that we've always dreamed about, or that we always wanted to be with or to spend our lives with. So I think you're right on the point that what is my preference may not be your preference. I think that's one is quite correct. That we're not looking for the same things in life. Please remember to unmute yourself.
Thank you very much for that. That summarizes what I just said, and thank you for seeing sense in what I'm saying. My one and only in-law, the only Olawale on board. Do you wanna unmute yourself and contribute?
Yeah, hello.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the program. And thanks for your effort in trying to make sure that everyone's home is, happily poised and all that. And good job and well done. I think basically people have got adaptive personalities, so to speak. So what I meant by that is that situation at times make people be different to people differently, or group of people differently. From where I joined in, what I heard the fact you're pointing to was that someone can be very saucy, very unwelcoming, and has got some kind of characters that make people stay away from them. And at the end of the day, they end up having a very happy home and enjoy their homes and stable relationship. I think sometimes there are different legs to the issue. Sometimes people can be very bad to some people and can be very good to some people. And sometimes that personality of the person is just a very, very saucy personality to everyone. But the husband or the partner, whichever the case may be, might just be another person who's got the patience to actually cope with such excesses from the other partner who's been touted to be very saucy and very annoying at times. So I think there isn't, to be candid, there isn't a bad person, so to speak. However, there is a general acceptable to everyone, and everybody needs to meet up with that standard. So sometimes, people, it might not be justifiable to use a particular brush to paint people and put them into a box to say, oh, this person is bad or that person is good. It depends on who they are talking to, and it depends on the situation that arises. It depends on how the environment where they are. And even if some people are inherently bad, as the case may be, sometimes they get people who tolerate them and understands them, and perhaps get them to change some of their attitude. Or most times they can actually be adaptive personality, wherein wherever they are at every point in time determines how they behave to the people. So I believe at the end of the day, what really matters is, particularly for partners, what really matters is, understanding who you're dealing with and how best to relate with them, and particularly being best. Or we can't be best at all time, but at least striving to be a better person. Both in the midst of a relationship can be a very good thing. But at the end of the day, it's a devil to you might be an angel to me, and an angel to you might be the most devilish person on earth. So it depends on who you're talking to. And my point is just people change, and the situation makes them, change at every point in time. And that's my contribution. I don't know, you aren't on, I can't see your face anymore, but I'll just, I'll just.
Yeah, I'm with you, but I don't know what I've touched that I don't see myself anymore. So until I'm able to figure that out, you're gonna bear with my voice.
Yeah.
I have no clue. I think my computer also has a mind of its own. I did mode too. Can you hear me now?
Now it's better.
Oh, okay. So I said, everything you said is beautiful, but there's something else you added to it that adds more color, which is people can adapt to different characters, different places, different scenarios, and they could behave differently. You could be at work and your behavior is different from the way you behave at home, and maybe for whatever reason you choose to behave like that. Like, so you could be in church and you're that calm, gentle person, but when you are at home you're a troublemaker. So it could be, there are people like that. But what the emphasis I'm putting on this topic is the fact that we are all unique. No one is perfect. We are all made differently. We have different foundation, different background, coming from different homes, different beliefs. We have different temperament. There's something we call emotional intelligence. If anybody have time, go and Google it and maybe do a little bit of reading on it. Which, if you have the knowledge and understanding of emotional intelligence, you know that we are all different, and people react or behave with different reasons for certain, with different reasons for certain reasons. And it also tells you about the temperament, also tells you about mood swing, also tells you about even traumas, maybe what somebody has been through when they were young, and that has made them to behave in some certain ways. Now, apart from looking at the uniqueness of people, one thing I also strongly believe is love. There are some people, the uniqueness of their relationship is based on love, not just on the fact that this person is pretty, this person has got good character, she knows how to cook, or any of that. Even if you ask them that, why do you even like this lady, what do you see in this man, they can't give you any good reason. They can't really, I just love him, I just want to be with him, I just want to be with her. But she did as you are the one saying that I don't see it. I just like her for the way she is. I remember there was a time I was taking my son to the minder, and my partner, I think I had an issue with the minder, and I was really upset about it. Thanks for joining the Brobo, and I was really upset. And when my partner came to pick up my son, she was like, this your wife, she's too mean. He said, yes, I know, and I like her like that. Probably that's what he even likes about me. So to say you having challenges or problem in your relationship doesn't mean that you are the bad person, and doesn't mean the man or the woman is the bad person. I believe strongly that it's just that they are not suitable for you. They are not that person for you. If you're ugly, if you're beautiful, if you're handsome, whatever it is, there's always someone there for you. So I believe one should concentrate more on themselves, self-awareness, know yourself, know your strength, know your weak points, know your temperament, have an understanding of who you are. So even if somebody comes to you and tell you, oh, you are this, you are that, you should be able to tell yourself, am I really like that? Am I what people say I am? Am I really stubborn? I'm not saying be rigid, and where you need to give room to change, where you need to give room to better yourself, be a better person, that you should not do that. No. Oh, no. On a daily basis we should improve ourselves. And if somebody says, oh, you're doing something that is not right, I mean, if 2, 3, 4, 5, let me say 2 people say the same thing to you, that something is not right, then you should look inward and do a self-assessment on yourself. Why is this complaint coming about me? What am I doing wrong? What do I need to do better? So that's you doing self-development. One cannot be stagnant and just be in one place like that. You need to improve yourself on a daily basis. Then the second one is to be open-minded when meeting new people. Don't say because of the bad experience you've had before, then that is the way everybody is, so you can't be bothered. Not be bothered. Yeah, you're being careful. Yeah, you want to be sure if what you're doing is the right thing and all that. You want to be sure, yes. But at the same time, you're not going to close your mind up and like, no, I'm done. I don't want to be interested in anyone. I don't, all of them are bad. Everybody is bad. So no, I'm not doing it anymore. It shouldn't be that way. But rather it should be, let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. Let's see how things go. Don't be too conclusive and don't give up. Give it a try. And you look at your compatibility. Are we compatible? Does this person understand me? Do I understand him? Do we see things? What's this person's value? Value, very important. What's this person's value? Do they even have any value? Let me try something. I hope I don't scatter everything. I just want to try something. Let me see if it will work. Okay, I'm gonna try and keep talking while I'm doing this, but just in case this might messing about, if anything goes off, then I have to bring everybody back again. No, it's not working. All right. So if I find somebody, that person might be the perfect person for me, might be the right person for me, but might not be the right person for you. Like there's a saying that says in my place that one man's poison is another man's food. One man's poison is another man's food. What I like, you may not like it, so it's all different. It's all different. So we need to understand that and appreciate that. Brother Mina, do you see what I'm doing?
I'm not sure what you're doing there.
I'm not even sure what I'm doing anymore, to be honest with you. I don't know how I have disappeared.
But do you remember last time this thing happened? That you dropped down the whole panel and then you appeared again.
Then we stopped and then started all over again.
Yeah, maybe we should try this.
Okay. Okay, sorry everyone, I'm going to end this and then start over again. Don't run away. That's technology.